Destiny, maybe you would have some friends if you engaged chat like people you could possibly expect in a lineup. Yeah, but the problem is that I could never... It's kind of like raping students. It's really hard to say that I could ever like have like a genuine friendship or relationship with someone in chat when the power thing is already like really fucking off. Like we already come to the table as unequal parties. So to try to negotiate ourselves, me coming down to your level and you coming up, that sounds really arrogant. I'm not trying to make it sound that way, but you know what I mean, right? It's kind of like when teachers have sex with students. Like, is it morally wrong for a teacher to have sex with a student? I mean, in a vacuum, not really. But do you ever get over like the power differential of like can you ever separate that in your head that a teacher has power over a student? And there's like all that extra shit that goes into there, and it's like, I mean, like it gets like really fucked up at that point, you know? The relationship that I would have with people in my chat are oftentimes the same. Like, people sent, like, I appreciate your emails and stuff, guys. I got, like, this fucking 10-page email from this dude, like, a few hours ago about how, like, I can talk to him if I have any troubles and whatnot. But it's like, I mean, I can't talk to you and, like, feel good about talking to you. Like, I don't know who you are. Like, I mean, like, you might be fucking retarded as fuck. Like, if I tell you some shit and you tell me that, like, oh, well, that's okay, Justin. Like, you were in the right. Or, like, that shouldn't bother you. Like, I don't know. Like, what's the point of reference? Like, maybe you're a fucking, like, serial killer or, like, serial rapist. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe that might not even be a good thing that you're agreeing with me. You know, like... So it's really weird to, like, try to have a conversation with somebody that's, like, part of my stream chat, you know? Or to have, like, deep talks. Lots of rape talk today. Well, I'm trying. What other crimes? Serial murder, serial thievery, serial arson, grand larceny. I don't know. Destiny. Well, I mean, there's some of us here that aren't completely autists and head over heels for you. Yeah, but like that's the problem. Let's like the problem is that like I have like there are like I have two types of fans. I have two types of fans and only two types. There is no third type. Oh, I don't need this. As much as I would like there to be a third type, there is no third type because it just you would have to be like a real human being, and apparently no one is capable of that. So here are the two types of fans that I have. I have the jerkers, right? Jerkers. So basically, these are the guys who Destiny leaks fucking nude pics of some girl to somebody, and then these other guys come to the forum. Is like, dude, like it's not a big deal that you did that. Like fucking, like it's not even that big. Like if you send nude to somebody, blah blah blah. Like Destiny is fine. Like you shouldn't. Blah, blah. Like pretty much they'll defend anything I ever say or do, regardless of the moral or ethical integrity of it. Right? No matter what I do, I can never do wrong in the eyes of these people. Like, well, like Destiny told some kid to kill himself, and then the kid actually killed himself the next day. Well, the guy probably had problems before coming online. It was okay that Destiny said blah blah. Like these people will support literally every single thing that I say. Like, so it's like, okay. I mean, like nothing, I mean, I guess like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, it would have felt good to read stuff like that, but it really doesn't anymore. Like I see people type shit like that. It's like, I mean, okay, well, you're just going to circle jerk anything I do. Like, I don't really care. If you have unconditional love for me, then it means nothing to me, right? I mean, I appreciate like the monetary support. Like if you subscribe to me, like I like that. That makes me happy. But if you're just gonna circle jerk everything I do in a public place, it's like, I mean, okay. So the problem is there's a huge group of people, huge or minority of people that see the jerkers, and so they're thinking, and they're like on the right track, okay? So these guys are on the right track. They're like, oh, well, there's all these people that circle jerk everything Destiny says. That's wrong. It's not right that they do that. And yeah, I mean, you're totally on the right track. And then they veer off, and they're like, well, the only other possible thing then, instead of circle jerking everything Destiny does, I'm going to be the anti-jerker. And so the anti-jerker will come in and pretty much say that every single thing I do is wrong. Oh, Destiny's not a perfect person. Far from it. He's actually one of the worst human beings ever. Like, you guys worship him just because he's a streamer. Well, in reality, he's a pretty much a worthless piece of college dropout shit. And he's the fucking epitome of everything that's wrong with gaming and the world. And it's like, so it's like, these are like the only two people that can like exist. You have the jerkers, and then you have well-intentioned or not, and then you have the anti-jerkers, well-intentioned or not, who like they'll see like the jerkers and they'll be like, well, the only way to combat this jerking is to be the anti-jerker. These guys often pop up in chat a lot. When I say I hate a circle jerk, these people will pop up in chat a lot, and they'll say things like, well, Destiny, why do you ban me? Like, I'm not a circle jerker. And then I'll see the name and I'll know exactly who you are, and I'll be like, the reason why I probably ban you is because you're an anti-jerker. You're just fucking annoying, right? There's a few people in chat, like Right to Bear Arms. Right to Bear Arms will agree with me if I'm saying shit that like is good, and like he'll disagree with me if he thinks I'm doing something retarded, like my lack of voice compressor, getting virtual gamers, right? So like Right to Bear Arms fits in there. That guy named Shonen in chat, Show N-U-N. That guy is cool, and he'll call me out on my shit sometimes. Photon, Pwid, like Mike Com, Manakino, although Manakino sits in the anti-jerker club sometimes. So I mean, like, there are some people that fit in like that middle group, but it's really, really, really fucking hard. There's like 17 of you guys that sit in like this middle group of like, oh, like you're like the guys that are like, well, sometimes Destiny does some dumb shit, but I mean, like, overall, like, yeah, he's like an okay dude, and like if he does something fucking stupid, like, yeah, I'll call him out on it. I'm not gonna circle jerk everything he does, but I'm also not gonna shout at him 24/7, you know, like. Destiny, the majority are in the middle group. I don't know. I don't do this often, right? I promise that we don't do this often. There are, this is really weird because, sometimes I get the feeling that I don't know if there's like a lot of people that have this opinion, or if there's like this one guy that makes accounts. Oh, you guys downvoted him and I didn't even have to say anything. Wow, this makes me happy. Okay, maybe he's going. So obviously yesterday was one of the worst days of my life. Okay. It was very just fucking dumb. I probably shouldn't have streamed, but if I didn't, I would have stayed up all fucking night just being retarded. So like so Salamanca, this is like a reasonable guess, right? Maybe he's going through some personal stuff, not used to living his own. And then like people like this guy, seriously, why wouldn't he be depressed? His GF broke up with him and continues to come into chat daily just to remind him and his fans she left him. He had a hard time making new relationships because every girl that's into him is either a psycho fan or trolling him. He's unsuccessful in every game he plays. Highest level of accomplishment is low GM. He remains part of communities that dislike him and wish he would quit and go kill himself. His fan base slowly diminishes as people grow up and the 12-year-olds... Like, I feel there are so many people like this, but I don't know if it's like one guy that makes accounts, because like there is a lot of people that I've noticed like recently that like do this shit. It's like really weird. There was a good thread that came up a while ago where there were a ton of people like posting shit like that. It doesn't really bother me. I'm trying to, if I make this sound like it bothers me, it doesn't really bother me, but it's like, it's kind of weird when I look into a thread and I see like all these people that are like, oh, this guy's so fucking shitty, and they're all like 1 or 2 posts old. Like, it's really weird. Oh, this is what the thread that I read about. I felt like the writer copped out by making 2 endings, one where Light wins and the other where he loses, in order to please the fans or perhaps to give the viewer a sense of what it would look like if Light won. Oh, and I even commented. Wow, see? I didn't even make that up, guys. Oh, God. I'm not gonna go fucking find it. I'm too lazy now. But there's, fuck. There is like a thread. I did something bad or dumb, or maybe I didn't even, I don't remember. And there were like 5 or 6 accounts that had been made. Oh, wait, it might have been this one. Oh, shit, I did not vote him. Shh. No, Fane is just fucking retarded. I know. Fane is an anti-jerker. I know you in chat, Fane. You're an anti-jerker. Oh, Spank Dank was one of them. This guy was a hardcore anti-jerker. This isn't a new account, but this guy made an account just to come post on my Reddit. It's almost like he uses a fake persona to appeal to the drooling autistic faggots. Maybe if I look in this thread. Jack verse 1. I recognize him from chat. I know who you are. You're a tier 4 subby, I think. This is one of them. Fuck! I'm not gonna be able to find it. I felt like sharing... Oh, this was it. The rough thing. The rough thing. Fuck, hold on. We're digging, boys. Destiny, I'm in the middle, right? Stormrot. I don't hate you. Oh, this guy. It's so weird. Like, these guys must have been, like, watching me. Oh my god, am I crazy? Oh, never mind. This guy has an account. Damn. You mean the guy who didn't do anything to stop his friend from killing himself, who constantly uses bigoted language, and who beat his baby mama has a dark side? Damn. Oh, here's one. This is one of the accounts. I swear to God, there were like 5 or 10 of these. I don't know if it's like one guy that makes the accounts or not. I don't have access to the IPs, unfortunately. Only Reddit does. I say unfortunately, but... Alright, I think we're done with this. The anti-jerking is so strong. Oh, shit. Alright, we're moving on. Destiny, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but maybe you shouldn't care too much about other people's opinions on Reddit. I mean, that's like a double-edged sword. Like, I mean, like, I can say that I don't really care what anybody thinks about me, but the nature of how you make a living as a streamer revolves around what people think about you. So it's a little bit naive to think that you can just go forth and not worry about what anybody thinks about you, right? Like, your success kind of is dependent upon... Oh, holy shit. Apparently, Right to Bear Arms did his homework. Oh, this guy. Oh, shit. Well, never mind. Okay, apparently Right to Bear Arms found, like, all these fucking accounts of people that made accounts just to come and shit on me on my Reddit. What the fuck? Is this one guy? I kind of like, on one hand, like, I hope it's just one guy, because if there's like this many people that are making accounts just to like shit on me, like that kind of sucks. But then on the other hand, like, if this is just one guy, like, damn. I don't know, it's really weird. Or maybe there's like a lot of you guys that watch my stream and you don't know anything about Reddit. So you just make an account to like come and talk to me in my thing. Holy fuck. Makes an account to say, why does Destiny cry about rough style so much? Oh, shit. It all makes sense now. Seriously, Destiny's personality, his entire existence, it's all perfectly clear now. Looking like that, like an innocent, poor little autistic kid, in the very literal sense of the condition, it's obvious he was picked on growing up and had trouble in social situations, etc. He obviously grew up pissed off at the world, at his parents, and everything. Oh my god, it's so clear now. Thank you for this up. My face when Destiny loses a series to Nathanius and Ruff in the same night. Why is Tiger Lily such an attention-seeking whore? LOL, he used to abuse infestors in the same way. It's always been funny when he talks about how much of a joke in other races, given how he's always played. It's weird because these accounts all show up in my subreddit too, so it's people that watch me. It's not just like general StarCraft fans. How weird. Oh, I don't know what this is. Okay, all right. Maybe people don't shiggy do. How am I even supposed to read your post seriously? Maybe people don't want their posts rated by your retarded fanboys for daring to call you out when you act like a retard and when your shit gets spammed. No, man, the circle jerk is what generates the anti-jerking destiny, you dumb faggot. I'm seriously transitioning from hating you to pitying you. Unless you ride the drama and entertain your hug box, you need to go back to cleaning carpets or kill yourself. Like, so I'm gonna assume that, like, a little part of that maybe was genuine, but, like, there was a, like, one of these... Fuck. I read a post that was, like, decent. Hold on. Fuck, what was his name? Oh, here. So, like, this is, like, a decent post, right? I've been watching Destiny for years and I'm a subscriber, and there's no doubt that he can be an asshole sometimes, but at least he admits it, although that doesn't make it right. It's nice that he doesn't exactly defend his behavior as being okay. That said, I still think it was wrong of him to say this shit, and it's too bad that he fucked up like this because it had been a while and the community was starting to like him again. So in the end, I guess what I'm trying to say is that Destiny can be a shit person sometimes, but I still think he's funny and interesting, so I'll continue to watch him. Maybe that sounds like a little bit jerky, but this isn't, like, completely jerky, right? Like, the guy said that I fucked up or I did something dumb, and he thought that what I said was stupid or whatever, and it's like, but this guy didn't get downvoted into oblivion. It's not like all my fanboys were rushing down him. And, like, I can find other decent posts where it's like I mean, like, this is, like, I guess an okay one from Crunch Doggy. Those low blows are so fucked up. Definitely low is my opinion of him. I still think he's funny. I enjoy watching him play games, talk about random stuff, but I acknowledge he's got a really dark side. I don't know, like, I mean, like, people make posts like this and it's like, oh, okay, like, I don't think that everybody is just, like, constantly that's like the anti-jerk is sometimes as dumb as the normal jerk. Right? Like, I don't know. Like, it perpetuates the circle jerk and anti-jerk, and on top of that, it can easily make you feel bad. You honestly might just need a fucking hug, bro. No, it's not a thing. I really don't feel bad. The stuff on... Part of the reason why I was listening to Moot's... Moot's shit so much is because, like, a lot of it, like, I feel... I don't know, like, I follow my growth as a person, and I, like, trace it along a lot of other different people, and I find that I have a lot of similar opinions now. And I felt the same way with a lot of what Moot was saying. Like, it really doesn't bother me that, it really doesn't bother me too much what people say online anymore. Like, it's just not something that, oh, sorry. Hold on. The mood stuff, yeah, like, I feel a lot of the same way. I feel a lot of the same way about the mood shit, where, like, people saying shit online, like, doesn't necessarily, like, I don't get that mad anymore. I just don't care that much. I mean, like, people say shit on Reddit, and it's like, I mean, like, what am I... It's like playing, like, when you start fighting with people on Reddit, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's fun. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I like getting to the trenches and fighting people and getting, like, all the downvotes and shit. Like, I think it's fun to some extent. But it really, even though, like, I get caught up in arguments and shit on Reddit, it's not something that, like, keeps me up at night. Like, I'm not, like, thinking, like, oh, God, like, this sucks. I'm not thinking, like, oh, God, like, that guy on Reddit. Oh, God, he brought up that I didn't finish college. Oh, my God, I can't believe he went that low. Like, I'm too old. I've been on the internet for too long in, like, too vicious of an arena to really give a fuck about shit like that anymore, you know? Like, I don't know. I try to have the same... Moot's had more experience than me. Like, I guess Moot has, like, evolved to a point where, like, he doesn't take sides on, like, internet issues. He was talking about, like, the gamergate shit, where he was just like, fuck it, I don't care enough to, like, want to, like, get involved in this. Sometimes I still read shit online, and it gets me pumped. I haven't gotten quite to the, apathetic. I haven't gotten quite to his level of apathy yet. I don't know if I want to be that apathetic towards things, but... Destiny, the reason why you think there are only those two camps is because in those threads, those are the only kind of people that are posted. Yeah, sure. I mean, I understand. Most retards that are new to the internet will take suicide threats seriously. Please cut it out. It makes me sad that no matter how qualified we are in our normal lives, we can't reach out to offer you help. Do you honestly think there are 0 human beings in the AK viewer average in your chat? Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't need help with anything. Or nothing that you can help me with. Unless... That's... no. Why did I remove... I don't know. Are you retarded? Moot not taking sides. You get fucking banned for saying the Ghazi are a bunch of liars. I'm sorry, I'm not a pull bro. I can't even meme with you right now, dog. You're on a whole other level. "95% of the people in that black chat in the middle right-hand portion of the screen fall into these two camps." Destiny's just a bitter person. I don't think I'm that bitter. I mean, I've always been like a pretty cynical dude. Moot banned people for posting gamergate shit. I can't, I mean, it sounds like I speak with a lot of bias here, but the problem when you're somebody like Moot, like, you guys have to understand that, like, you have, like, there's two worlds. There's two worlds that exist, okay? In one world, we live in the internet where we can say things like, this is legal and this is illegal, and we all know this to be true. And thank goodness, like, we all know on the internet that, like, this is illegal and you can get in trouble for this and then blah, 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 right? Like, that's, like, the nice internet world we live in. But Moot has to deal with the real world, right? And in the real world, if shit like people's docs information is being posted or the fappening is happening and you're getting, like, nudes and shit posted and, like, your fucking website that you host and shit, you can be in every single legal safety in the fucking world. Nobody wants to deal with all the fucking letters and all the fucking lawyers and all the fucking potential lawsuits. That shit is a fucking nightmare, right? It's not like on a forum where you can just type in like, oh, well, we're in the legal right, so we have no problem. They can't touch us, ha 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 ha. Because in the real world, like lawyers demand a response. Like, you have to do something. Like, if a bunch of people are threatening lawsuits and shit against you, like, that's something that you have to respond to. You can't just post something like, oh, well, don't worry, guys, I know that I'm safe here, ha ha ha. Like, no, like, you get fucked by that shit. Like, there are companies that like Sony. Like, it's happened where companies don't like something that another company is doing, and they will literally fucking bankrupt you with lawsuits. They'll just bury you in fucking lawsuits, even if they're not going to win it, because the legal system is so much tied into how much money you can throw at your opponent, right? It's like fucking like siege tanks against fucking Marines, right? Like, what's better, a siege tank or Marine? Like, siege tanks always beat Marines, right? Unless you're fucking Sony and you've got like 50 million fucking Marines that you can send at like 2 tanks, right? Because at the end of the day, like, money is such a huge factor there, you know? Destiny, I feel like you don't know much about the whole Gamergate shit. You're making it sound like you think Gamergate was solely group. No, I don't think that at all. But I'm telling you, like, from the little bit of shit that I understand about the internet, that if I was in Moot's position, I would have probably just said, fuck it. Everything relating to this bullshit is getting banned because I don't want any doc shit showing up on my website. I don't want to fucking deal with the lawyers dealing with that shit. I don't want to pray that I didn't take something down fast enough, that some bullshit winds up on the news and it goes back to fucking 4chan. Like, if Moot would say that there, like, somebody's like, Moot, are you going to take a moral or ethical stand against this shit? And he's like, my site's barely profitable as is. Fuck that. I'm just insta-banning everything having to do with it. Like, I totally understand the latter. I totally 100% understand. And I would support it too. Like, yeah, fuck that. Like, it's not Moot's fight to take. Like, don't make 4chan your battleground for your fucking Gamergate or anti-Gamergate or whatever. Like, it doesn't, like, fuck that. Like, I can understand Moot not wanting to shoulder that burden, in my opinion, you know? Destiny, what the fuck? It's 4chan. Everything already goes back to 4chan. He's never done anything like that before, but he's making it his fight by banning everything related to it. I mean, I don't know what else to say to you. If you're, like, stuck on that side that everybody that disagrees with you is a social justice warrior trying to silence all dissent, because, I mean, I don't know what to say to you. I'm never going to change your mind. Good. I moved out too long ago. I used up. I don't have any more good boy points. I'm never going to get any attendees. Destiny, Moot is social justice warrior. No, So Hephaestus, I don't think he is. That was like the meme. For a long time, I guess a lot of like, I don't know if it's Gamergate people or whatever, but a lot of people were really mad that Moot was starting to remove information from 4chan, having to deal with the Gamergate shit. His rationale for it was because he didn't want to deal with all the legal repercussions and the lawsuits and any potential bullshit because of doxing or whatever. So he just started removing all of it. And then, of course, the people that were mad were like, oh, Moot's just a social justice warrior now. You know, so I mean... Also, you have to keep in mind that, like, and I think somebody said earlier, like, oh, Moot's never taken an issue with that before. This is something that I've talked about on stream, like, recently. Um, the whole, like, Gamergate, women and gaming shit, like, that shit is coming to a head. Like, that's, like, an explosive fucking topic right now. People getting ejected from StarCraft tourneys, you know, like, huge fucking issues showing up in, like, the news and shit, you know, that the fucking European... NASA dude, I don't know what their thing is called, space agency shit. Like it's too much to deal with right now. Like now that all the Gawker shit going on, like all this fucking journalist dating journal, like there's too much shit to be caught in that crossfire now. Like